Hey, you out there. Right now I just want to make a very quick and short video about reading spiritual books. Because in the past I didn't know how to read them, although I thought I knew. And it's what I call the book trap. I've stumbled over it a lot in the past, but at a certain point when you start having like obvious shifts, also your reading starts to change and those messages start to make much more sense. So what is the book trap? The book trap is that of, okay, I've read so many spiritual books, I kind of understood what the teacher was saying. And it depends on from what kind of point we are reading those books. If you read from the standpoint of the mind, from a rational point, where you are like, okay, nice, now the next page, that sounds nice, I'm gathering information. If you have this feeling when you're reading books or watching my videos that you can gain something out of my videos, that you can learn something, acquire knowledge, putting it in your memory and then using it in the sphere of spirituality, that's the trap. Because you're just filling up your mind with any kind of methods, concepts, and they might be spiritual, but it's just a mental construct. Just like reading about how to get enlightened is not better than how to earn money or how to manipulate people. It's not any better. If even your mind will tell you, yeah, it is, but it's not. It seems to be a little bit more shiny on the outside, but it's just the same old story. So, what do we do about it? I want you to read those books from a completely different place, more intuitive place. I want you to let them kind of sink in. Just like right now when you're listening to me, let those words sink in. Don't try to get something out of it. Just enjoy my voice. Enjoy the words that you are kind of reading. But I kind of getting through you. Enjoy it. Let like a kind of quality arise of like a singing, as if those words are singing to you, entering you. And those books are often written in a way that maybe techniques are explained, but also like there's an emotional trigger if they are written in a good way some messages, they do something to you, they make you feel more alive. Some emotions might come up and just go into it, let it sink in. Or some pointers are so clear they cut through all the bullshit and make your mind stop. Like those koans in Zen. But I want you to really read or listen to those things without this goal of gathering something, because actually on every first page of a spiritual book there should be written there's nothing to get here. There's nothing to, I don't know, nothing that your mind can cling on to, because the spiritual thing, life itself, non-duality, liberation, it's awakening, it's nothing that can be understood. It can be only lived. And maybe you've also heard this, but when it doesn't make sense that you are still trying to feed your mind with all this bullshit and acquiring and keeping and maybe even being greedy and not sharing with others, or I don't know, just read. Like if you're like, I'm watching the sun right now, watching the trees, the mountains inside of, in the back of the picture. When you're looking at them, are you trying to understand them? Are you trying to get something from the mountain? or you're just enjoying it, listening to me, enjoying maybe my face, the sun. It kind of sinks, and it's the same with those words. Let them kind of sink and see what they kind of create in you. Maybe a gap, some silence. But read them with open eyes, listen with open ears, and see what kind of intuitively resonates with you. You don't need to make a fucking book list of the top 10 spiritual books and read through them. Those books that you really need, so look out for them. They will come to you. You don't need to purchase them. Maybe someone gives them to you. Maybe you stumble over a name here and there and you just get it. Or sometimes just little sentences out of a book is enough. Just see what resonates with you. If it doesn't, don't try to read through it as we needed to do it in school. Just throw it away, or maybe later on you stumble over it again later on. And then it makes much more sense to you and you're like, whoa, that's so obvious. Yeah, it is. And last, I don't know, there was something that I wanted to say, but it's gone. I don't know. So, quick recap. Don't try to acquire, let it sink in. Oh, now it came back. Don't get through this, oh, today I need to read a chapter. Just read when it feels natural to read. And those sometimes just little books, like you can just take one sentence. If it's like very direct, a message, you just read one sentence, it's enough for the entire day. You open the book again, read the same sentence or another one. It's just getting in. Don't try to get through this book like a novel. Just one or two sentences and let it sink in. Just take one sentence and then move into meditation. Let those words guide you into that space. Those words that you read. I hope this helps you. Have a wonderful day.